Apologize for my lateness, but good morning. And just want to start by saying that saw where Torrey Smith is stepping away from the game, and just want to congratulate him and his family. It's a great opportunity for him in his next chapter of his life. He helped us win a championship, and he's a great man.
Hey, Doug, Atlanta. Is it still a lot of cover three with Dan Quinn, and what kind of problems does that present?
Yeah, this is still a lot of one high defense. Bob Sutton is there as well as a senior advisor, and there's you can see a little influence of Bob Sutton a little bit with some of the man-to-man stuff that he did in Kansas City, but still a lot of the single highs. The issues you have is there's a lot of vision on the quarterback, obviously, and eyes are back on him, and reading where the quarterback's looking. So we got to be very disciplined in our route running. Quarterback's got to be on point with progressions and getting through those fastly, and then of course trying to beat the rush.
In the 3 games you've played against the Falcons here, Julio's had 3 big games, but you've kept them out of the end zone and kept their scoring down. What's been the approach, would you say?
Well, just that. Keep him out of the end zone. This is a dynamic player, and we've faced guys like this before, and it takes, on defense, it takes all 11 on every play. Obviously, you got to know where he lines up, and then you just have to do your job, do your assignment, be focused on the details of that defense, that particular down. Obviously, if we can disrupt the quarterback, it helps, but we know he's going to get his. He's a great player. We just try to do our best to corral him and keep him out of the end zone.
Doug, Fletcher Cox is on the injury report. Is that related to the injury that he was coming off of? And what's his?
Yeah, it's just related to that. Nothing serious, nothing more than that.
You had a couple, 2 running back sets in the first half last week, which you hadn't shown a lot last year. What do you like about those?
A little bit of versatility. I like our running backs. I like having Sproles, and whether it be Miles or Sproles and Corey or Jordan out there, utilize their strengths. It can sometimes can cause matchups on defensively, but in our case, utilizing both kind of Darren's route running ability with, say, Miles' running ability at the same time.
Doug, you mentioned the other day looking into what causes foot injuries. Do you remember when you were a player that the Lisfranc and the foot injuries being as prevalent as they are now?
I can't remember yesterday, and you're asking me to go back a long time. It's an injury that's shown up a little bit more and more. I know, what I know basically is I know the league and through the NFL and through surveys with the players and all kinds of things. They're trying to gather as much information about surfaces, about shoes, about whatever it can be. It just seems like that more and more, again, you're hearing about it, but we just do our best to educate our players on the equipment. Protect your feet, not only from footwear but obviously off the field as well, and do our best to try to eliminate.
Have the cleats changed a lot this year?
Oh yeah. I mean, they're a little more specialized, contoured. I mean, developed for specific needs, specific foot shapes and sizes, and so yeah, it's gotten pretty big.
Doug, you've been around a lot of rookie running backs. So what has stood out about Miles Sanders, kind of behind the scenes, and how he's approached his first season?
He's approached it with a business-like mentality. He comes to work. He's eager to learn. You see it in the practice when he takes it from the meeting room to the practice field. I think where he's really gotten better, one is his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and 2, just pass protection, blitz pickup, and that's hard, in this league when things happen so fast. And he's done a really nice job of that. But his demeanor is businesslike, and for a young player to come in and approach it that way is special, and it's also a reflection of Deuce as well, coaching.
I know it's tough to lose Malik, but have the experiences from the last 2 years losing key players kind of prepared you guys for something like this?
Yeah, I think that because we've had that the last couple of seasons, we don't blink. The next guy or the next man up or the next guy in has always been the mentality. I feel like one of our strengths as a staff is coaching our second and third, string type players and getting them prepared, and this is no different.
Doug, the way quarterbacks communicate route adjustments to receivers, how has that evolved over the years, or how is it, if at all, any different from when you played?
Well, you're seeing, obviously back when I played, we saw more two-back, offenses and max protections and, just one-on-one type stuff outside. Today you're seeing one-back offenses or no-back offenses, spread the field, empty the backfield, and just doing all kinds of, route combinations. You're seeing pick plays, the vertical passing game, deep crosses, things that were there back then, but I think the emphasis was more on the run game, I think, when I played. And obviously everything is kind of flipped, but these are things that as offenses we look at this stuff in the off season and how can we evolve and how can we utilize the strengths of our players, and even to the point of when we're looking at college players, and how a JJ runs routes, for instance, and what he can do in the red zone and things like that. How can he help us, win games? So it's changed quite a bit since I played. The talent level is obviously, I think too, you're seeing not only the talent level, but these receivers are bigger, bigger, faster, stronger coming out of college, and definitely puts pressure on defense.
As Sudfeld gets closer here, how do you view the number 2 quarterback spot? Is that Josh McCown's spot?
For now, this week anyway. We'll cross that bridge when we get to that point.
Doug, have you given Carson more control pre-snap when it comes to choosing the plays that he wants to get into, and what's kind of the thinking behind it?
No. Short answer is no. However, we do put in a particular package or two in the game plan that allows him to use his creativity and flexibility within the game plan. But for the most part, the play that's called is the play that's run or executed. And then within that, there are some plays where he has, based on what the defense gives him, he can change the route or the route combination. So, but overall, basically, he still executes the play called until we get into one of those, other packages.
And what dictates when you would utilize such a package?
Sometimes, maybe when we're struggling on offense, need to get a spark. A lot of times in our hurry up stuff, we allow him to kind of take it over, and just what he's seeing and putting guys in position. We help from the sideline. I give him, a play from the sideline that we know has a couple of options on it, and then he can change, one or multiple options on the play based on our game plan, that week and that particular play. So it can be really any time during the game. There's really no set time that we would use it, other than if the offense is struggling and we want to get a spark and try to get something moving.
Couple more, please. When you want to go hurry up or tempo, is that predetermined before a series, or are you saying something in the headset real quick after a play to get everybody lined up quickly?
Yeah, for the most part, it's a little predetermined. That hey, this next drive we're gonna do our hurry up. Yeah.
Doug, you brought in Marcus on the practice squad. We talked about Wendell Trayvon going down to Washington. He was with Atlanta all spring and summer. Do you have the defensive coaches check in with him to see a little bit what's going on?
They may have checked in with him a little bit during the week, but other than that and just seeing what he knows, there's he's really he's more a ULM guy than he was with the Falcons.
What is communication like between you and Deuce on game day in terms of deciding what running backs you're going to use? And when you
That's predetermined as well. That's all based on the game plan that we put together during the week.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.